You are an adult man. You are an adult man.
What?
You are a full-grown man.
What?
You should know not to harass children.
What?
The majority of people that you are being a dick to are children.
What?
Get off of here and stop harassing children! Human being, I want you to know that you are a shit human being. How can I your fucking opinion? You're the one harassing children! Literal children!
Who?
You're an adult man!
Yo, guys, I'm starting to think that Sega does not want to release a new Sonic game anytime soon. Let me explain. Now, let's address the situation at hand here. This is without a doubt the most boring anniversary of Sonic in history. I think even more than his 5th anniversary in 1996. At least that was riding off the backs of the successful classics and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So people were excited for, you know, his pseudo 3D game, Sonic 3D Blast. I know I was at the time. Now, there's been no mention of Sonic in the future game show, of course. That came and went. Sega didn't even mention Sonic from their lips. So it was just as I thought. And the Sonic IDW panel was boring as fuck. Like, my God, that was like a conference, an office meeting. I was thinking they were going to show some new content, but all they did was show the Zeddy arc and the classic Sonic spin-off miniseries, things we've already known months ago. Yeah, because I was moderating Prem's live stream with Twip, and everyone wasn't even listening to the actual live stream. We weren't listening to it. We were just talking about random stuff. So I got nothing to say about that. You know, talking about Sonic has become so tiring these days. Like, I literally don't know what to say. So that's why I haven't posted in a while. And I'm starting to think Sega just doesn't want to release a Sonic game anytime soon because they don't want to hurt their high rankings on Metacritic. From a business standpoint, I kind of agree with them too. Now, I know in my previous video I said that there's not going to be any Sonic games until 2022 because of the pandemic. I get that. Like I said, I'm not expecting any Sonic games this year because of the pandemic. But no announcement, no news about the progress of games or anything, teases, none. And I think because Sega just wants to be on their high horse right now, they're number one. I've never seen Sega get number one ranking on critical scores at all. I mean, Nintendo has number 9. Sega's number 1 on Metacritic. So, according to Metacritic, Sega released the most high-quality titles, high-quality games out of any other publisher in 2020. So this is likely because they did not release a Sonic the Hedgehog game that year. And it's pretty sad. Their mascot is ultimately their downfall, but when they take a whole year off of not posting any games, not releasing any games of that mascot, the company actually does really well. That's like Nintendo getting number 1 because they don't post any Mario games, but when they post a Mario game, it brings down their score. That's kind of sad because those mascots are like the company's babies. And like I said, Nintendo got number 9. Imagine that. And last year we got Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Paper Mario, the Origami King, Mario 3D All-Stars, Pokemon shits, whatever, you know, I don't really care about the franchise, etc. And Sega only had Yakuza, Persona 5, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. Basically, their heavy hitters was Yakuza and Persona. Now, the Yakuza series have been around since 2005. And Persona, that's all I was hearing last year. Both of them. You know, both games were critically acclaimed, and many people called Persona 5 the greatest RPG ever made. Even my friend I was talking to yesterday, we were just talking casually about games, and I mentioned Persona, and he was like, oh yeah, Persona 5 is like the greatest RPG I ever played. I was like, damn, when has Sega ever made the greatest Sonic game or the greatest platformer ever? You know, that's just a huge feat. Yet Sega managed to make the greatest RPG. Sonic just doesn't compare these days. And I know some of you hate it when people compare Sonic with Nintendo, but it honestly doesn't even seem fair to compare Sonic with Sega's other games because the disparity is humongous. Sonic just isn't what he used to be, and it's quite sad. I can't even compare Sonic with Yakuza or Persona. That seems unfair, not just because of the genres, I'm not talking about that, but I just mean the amount of success. And they're all from Sega, they're all owned by Sega. And Sega knows this. It's a fact. That's why they're treating Sonic as a legacy icon slash multimedia brand more than an active IP, and it shows. The same way they're treating Sonic the Hedgehog is the same way DC treated Zack Snyder. You know, when his movies weren't getting critical success after Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, they shoved it aside and completely abandoned the Snyderverse. Now that we finally saw his vision in Zack Snyder's Justice League, everyone, including myself, are demanding to restore the Snyderverse. That hashtag alone, Restore the Snyderverse, exceeded 1 million tweets, more than Avengers Endgame ever got. I heard it's one of the most tweeted hashtags in Twitter history. That's crazy. You know, I've always compared Sega to DC and Nintendo to Marvel because both companies act so similar. DC is so unorganized and they're ready to throw everything away and continue milking Batman's success to stay afloat and stay relevant. Since 1989, we've gotten 7 Batman films. Next year we'll make it 8. The Batman with Robert Pattinson. You know, we're not even counting the spin-off films like Suicide Squad or Joker or, you know, Bird of Prey. Anything that's within the Gotham Batman's world. We're not even talking about that or the Gotham show. I'm just talking about the films. And since 1989, we've only had 2 Superman films. Superman Returns and Man of Steel. That's pretty sad, and Superman is as popular as Batman. They're both huge icons, not only for DC, but for superheroes in general. Batman's more successful though, but yeah. So it's similar to Sega. They continue banking on nostalgia for Sonic, rehashing Green Hill Zone or Seaside Hill, porting the classics except S3 and K, for over a decade, instead of evolving the Sonic brand with 3D. Now, Marvel, on the other hand, continues experimenting. They continue to expand on their new IPs, new characters. Just look at what they did with WandaVision. They took 2 obscure characters, minimal characters in the Avengers films, made it the most successful show on their site. That's what they do. Nintendo is similar. Sure, they also abandon IPs like Metroid, Star Fox, F-Zero, etc., but you get the point. At least with Mario and games like that, they keep expanding on and innovating. So, yeah, it's really sad because while the pandemic did delay and halt things, I feel Sega would have still given a damn if Sonic was as successful as their other games like Yakuza and Persona. Sonic's only number 1 because they're banking on nostalgia, cheap ports, and Sonic as a multimedia brand. And you know, the movie and show coming out next year. 2020 is looking real good for Sonic only because of the amount of content. And 2021 is looking dead as fuck. So we'll continue waiting until the summer. Hopefully, you know, they do the same thing they did in 2016 with announcing games and all that stuff, you know, having a party for Sonic's anniversary. I would be surprised. I'd be shocked if they didn't do that. But who knows? So what do you guys think about all this? Let me know down in the comments below. I just felt the need to talk about this because it's, you know, it's been pretty concerning to me, especially after I saw Sega get number 1 on Metacritic when I saw Prim's video. And yeah, I got merch coming up, so stay tuned for that. You know, I'm still talking with my designer. I'm planning on coming out with beanies, hoodies, shirts, hats, miscellaneous, all that. I know winter is practically over right now. It's spring over my area, but I'm still wearing hoodies and stuff, so that'll be nice to come out with. But I think what's going to sell more is the shirts and all that. So I can't wait to show you guys the designs. It's going to be really cool. You know, it's about time I start selling some merch. So also going to be selling some mugs and just random things like that. So let me know what you think about all that. Remember, comment down below, smash that like button, subscribe, hit that bell, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's all I got to say for now. Until next time, I'm out.